this. And now, let's try one
Let's
other
die.
thing. Not gonna die yet. All right, well, I get this up and running. I'm going to let you guys do a quick recap of what happened last time when we played. So, go ahead. I know Tyler's not here to give us a recap, but why don't you guys recap what's been going on in Tribor since you guys showed up there?
Let's see. So, I think we started last session. I was still talking with the old man, whatever his name was. And
Foehammer?
I was talking to him about, yes, Fohammer. I was talking to him about just his relation or his role in the town and possibly his services for if we ever fought these giants. And that came to no fruition at the time. Came back and everybody was still at the tavern. We spent the night kind of enjoying ourselves, celebrating the arrival of the heroes, and all went to sleep. And once we woke up, we spoke with the armory chick, whoever's in charge of the knights here in Tribor, about the plan, what their intentions are as a group. They said that they just plan to stay in Tribor to protect it from any mishaps of giants that come towards it rather than go searching. And we had the bright idea of trying to search for the closest giant. I kept saying nest, but giant camp, and possibly figure out a way to find the king of the giants, who I think happened to lead a army of giants to the city at the very end of last time. And we are now about to fight them with the help of the fellow citizens. We were about to gain control of said citizens, and Astriel was about to get fucking decked.
Just ran over.
And yeah, anything to add, you two, or three, or four?
I was not there, so
That's fair.
I mean, that pretty much sums it up.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't think we did anything like. Oh, we went around to farms
Yeah.
trying
we
to
asked-
figure out. What were we asking?
Just with the recap.
Are you my dad?
Are you my dad?
Oh yeah, just like where giants were leaving trails, where their goats were taken to. I tried to sneak off at some point to a forest
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds like you.
and got caught, and so I was like, "Ah, man!" I just blinked and.
Then you just
Could-
played into it. You're just like, oh, I just was I just got
Lackadaisical.
diverted. Yeah.
Just
I
was
like,
wandering.
okay, whatever.
I do that. I do that often.
Freaking gnomes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
We're asking the farmers like what their encounters were with the giants and where they come from and where did they go.
Where
And
do they
then the
come
giants
from?
came
From
to
Cotton
us.
Eye Joe.
Exactly.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I know that none of you care about this, but the next Magic set is going to be D&D based, and I'm so excited.
Wow. That makes sense.
That's pretty
They
cool.
do a lot of D&D
Anyway, sorry.
crossovers.
I mean, they do, yeah, Magic into D&D. Why not
Right.
vice versa?
Well then, why don't we take you guys over to the scene and we can get going. I'm just preloading it.
Quest,
for you guys real
not
quick.
die.
Quest, not die. Don't die.
It's just quest survive.
I mean, did you see the quest right now that's on the screen?
Yeah, it was defend Tribor.
It is defend Tribor. All right.
Hold on, I got this. I already have the meme for it. Hold on.
Oh,
God,
all
I
right,
can
here
also
we go.
just imagine those memes with like the boss, like Santa comes to delivered presents and his name appears as a boss title or boss name at the top. That's all I can imagine.
All right then. I think you guys
Dang
should
it.
be ready to go. Let's.
Oh, Doratha, that's who it was.
All right, and pull you
There's
guys
a
all over to Tribor, so give it a sec while it
Oh,
loads for you
Jesus.
guys.
Hail, Dorotha.
There's so many.
There are so many.
we're so
There.
dead. Hold on. I got the meme. Give me a moment. I'm getting there. Hold up. Hold on.
Oh
Hold
my
on.
gosh,
We're
you're
almost
literally the
there.
worst. You are the sausage.
There it is.
Jesus Christ!
Shut up, Eric.
Because he said the worst. Get it? Current
I
objective.
get it. I
Survive.
got it. Yeah.
Wait, what is that from?
It's from
Halo.
Halo.
What?
I
Wait,
think it's
come
the
on.
last mission, or Halo Reach from the last mission. And you,
Oh
like,
yeah, you don't survive. Spoiler alert.
objective failed. It's feeling a lot like this, to be honest.
Spoilers for a game I probably will never play.
All right. Let's see. So we got some panic going on, and a battle has begun.
Oh Lord, Jesus Christ! It's a lot of panic.
Wait,
So that loud?
is it loud or no?
It
No,
was
it's
just
fine for
loud.
me.
Mine is independent of my chat audio and my game audio, so I said to adjust it.
Got it. Now let's see. Here's
Scrub.
the problem.
Situated here.
So do we have imps here? Is that what we're looking at?
So here's
We have what is
the,
called a clusterfuck.
Here is the
Shut
general
up.
outlook for the city right now. Basically, we've got two large fire giants. One of them has massive metallic spiked shields in front of him. And we have the other one who has a large sword and it looks like what also a large shovel strapped to him. There's some hill giants that have come in and have just started wreaking havoc. On top of that, we've got some orcs that are on Axebeak. And then these tiny little creatures, magmins, are basically just like small,
Fire?
almost like tiny fire elementals, really, really tiny. And so they have just started invading, and you heard them mention the Vonendad again, among other things. But yeah, so Astriel was going head on, and one of them just bashed his way through with these massive shields, and that's about where we started out. So what you guys can do is go over to where your actors are, like where your characters are, and you should see an additional character there. Do you guys all see that when you go over there?
I do. I
Right.
have Fohammer.
So each of you has control. Now the game is unpaused. You have control of one of the characters now.
Oh my God, Dars.
So what I would do is take a look at their character sheet and take a look at what their abilities are, how squishy they are or aren't, and
How squishy they are.
some of
Nobody's
them are
as squishy as
with,
me.
with like 15 hit points, and some are a little bit bulkier, like Dorotha, who's got like 55. So just go ahead and take a look, and then we will set the scene and get started. And we're not
How
going
do I
to
look at their stuff?
If you go to
go ahead.
the actors directory, it has like NPCs, appendix NPCs, tribe or NPCs, and then it'll have whichever person you just click on.
Okay, I have Urgula. Man,
Listen, Urgla's a hard hitter,
Short sword and a sling. Yikes.
but take a look at some of the other abilities they have, right? So he has a cunning action. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the right guy.
Dars is not great. He's got sneak attack.
He's got his sneak attack, but his yeah, very sneaky.
okay, she's kind of good.
If you could see some of the other ones,
think.
you know, you would know Urgla is actually pretty good. She's a heavy hitter.
I say she kind of slaps.
She kind of slaps.
She got that Morning Star, man.
She got
She
that.
beat him like she had a switch, man.
I'm about to catch these hands.
Oh
Yeah, she
my
looks like
God.
she gonna fuck somebody up too. You open up her profile picture.
So, I did show you guys a little bit, for those of you that weren't here, kind of what's happening here. So we've got this kind of scene where you have the orcs on the Axebeak,
Mm.
and then we've also
Oh, why are they chasing Ryan?
And
Hey,
we've
man.
also got the fire
My
giants.
apples. Oh,
They
shit.
are quite large. You see them standing.
Is he about to stab that kid, or is he
nearly
saving that kid?
He's saving him, and these little magmins are setting everything on fire.
Got it.
Geralt is saving him.
So
Yeah.
you can
Sorry,
use
just doing some
the
testing.
NPCs sheets just like you're kind of used
Cool.
to. You can click on them, and it should do the roll and all of that. So Astriel went running in. Astriel's not here right now, unfortunately. So it's going to be up to you guys to figure out what the game plan is. So I'll give you about 3 minutes to come up with what your game plan is going to be, and then we're jumping right into it. We're not going to do a regular turn-based thing. We're going to kind of go a little bit back and forth with the Magmins, the Orcs, the Orogs, the Hill Giants, and then the Fire Giants. So, what do you guys want to do?
Well, we should try and take out the cannon fodder quickly if we can.
So I guess the people in charge are these guys, right? The big metal guys?
Yeah, but
Can't.
there's no way we can take him down at first. I think
We either
So-
could try and lure them away, like take their little rod thingy.
so. Does anybody? So my character or my NPC has strength against giants. So I think I just want to have him sent like straight to the hill giants and start taking them out with him.
Mine also is a giant slayer.
Yeah, I think they should head straight towards the giants, and in the meantime, I can at least start clearing some of the fodder with Eldritch Blast because it's a pretty good spell for that.
Yeah, and I can. Well, Tyrell also has the 2 shots with his arrows, which could be useful.
That's true.
Yeah, I got that. Hill of Thorns. I got a few things for good crowd control.
Okay.
Now, I guess this is back to Eric. Who had the rod thingy?
The Yeoman dog.
Okay, so the one in the back. Got it.
I can't make the little thing. Oh, there we go. Okay. The guy
Because
Is
the
Ash-
idea would be
Is
to
anyone
take
controlling
their-
Astriel, Eric?
No, Astriel will. He's not going to be here for right now.
All right.
Unfortunately.
He was taking
hit
a
that
nap.
delete button.
I didn't hit the delete
He
button.
no
just
longer exists.
a little invisible.
Yeah.
So I definitely think we need to have a strategy to get these guys to turn around. And like we can do some crowd control, right? And then but the main objective is to get the Yonendad or like to attack the
Mhm.
big guys so that they turn around and like retreat.
Now, I do have good stealth and acrobatics to be able to maybe try and take it from him, but I don't know how realistic that is in the conditions.
I mean, I also have Giant's Bane, so I can maybe knock down one of these giants as well.
I think that'd be good.
The fire giants will absolutely clap you, though.
I think so. I have Hypnotic Pattern, which will make a 30-foot cube, and could possibly charm a bunch of things, which incapacitates them.
Yeah, so
And-
I have
Go ahead.
go ahead.
I was just gonna try to measure 30 feet.
I was
do
like,
that,
you
Art?
also have the charm thing, don't you, Millie? Like, you could,
Oh wow.
perhaps.
Is this to scale, Eric?
This is yeah, pretty decently to scale right now.
Understood. 30 feet is not big. Got it. Never mind. I'm doing that.
Does anyone have anything that can like give the giants disadvantage on like saving throws? Because if that happens, then I can like charm a lot of them. And I also have like heat metal. Like if they're wearing a bunch of metal, then I'll just make all their metal really hot and then they can't get away from it.
I mean, that might be big for that big dude that's using the 2 shields.
They're
Yeah.
also fire giants, so
Yeah, that's true. So
I
heat
feel
metal.
like heat probably wouldn't do anything. I mean, but I imagine the hill giants can't be that smart, right? They're not very wise.
Yeah, so if I could charm them into doing something else or use crown of madness
I
on
mean,
them,
if you could
then-
distract them, then I could theoretically go and try and steal the
Yonendad?
Yeah, Yonendad, and try and essentially lure them away from the town.
What does the Yonendad do again?
It's like they're using it like as a tool to like figure
Or
out.
aren't they searching for it? I thought they were like, "You have it," and we're like, "No, we don't." And they were like, "Yes, you
No,
do."
they know that they use that rod, whatever the rod is, to like figure out where it is. So
And
if you
Astriel
take
has
that,
it.
they don't know what to do.
Oh, Astro has it.
I'm pretty sure Astriel just has the Yonendad.
Is that right,
I
Eric?
I thought one of the giants was using the rod to find it.
Yeah,
Right.
So we don't really.
But they're
know.
indicating it's towards Astriel.
So the rod is the detector, and Astriel has the Yonendad, whatever that is.
The thing it's detecting. If it's the Unidad, we don't know. If it's
Yeah,
just something else,
Not
the
really
rod
sure.
detects.
All you know is you've heard about the Vonendad from when you spoke with Graham, right? Back in the Wave Echo Cave. But besides that, you don't really know what it is. You just know that you heard.
We don't know if we have it or not.
You don't know what it
We
is.
are not sure.
You just remember that Graham was saying that Duke Zelto wanted to use the Forge of Spells for something called the Vonendad, but you don't know what that is.
And they are indicating that Astriel has it. They pointed towards Astriel
True statement.
at
I
the very
thought-
end of the last
I thought
session.
they were pointing towards him because he was charging in.
I
Or-
think it was he charged in as a result of being pointed at.
Okay.
Like they're like, it's you, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'll fucking fight you, and so let's go.
But square up.
I think that's exactly how it happened, if I remember.
Okay, so Astriel might have this Yonendad, except we have no idea what the Yonendad is.
Correct. It could be inside of Astriel. It could be in his sword. It could be
Okay.
his soul. It could be
His
a bunch of
soul.
things. It's a magic rod, okay, man? It
It-
could
it-
detect anything.
In
Then
fact,
maybe-
it is a magic rod. Yes.
Maybe Kanali, if you want to try to like keep Astriel in hiding, maybe.
Well, he's invisible right now, so I think he's
Yeah, I
good.
guess that's true. Yeah. Okay. We'll say he's in hiding then. So then to get these guys to turn around or to stop fighting, we need to like convince them that we don't have what they think we have, or yeah, like do something to their detector rod. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
I could switch it for another one.
Okay.
Wow.
Kanali, you want to work on the detector rod? I feel like you're gonna need more help getting this rod away from this really big guy over here.
You know? Yeah, there's some trouble with it, I can imagine.
I mean, I could cast invisibility on you if you want,
That could get me behind him.
but I don't think that's going to be enough to beat.
I mean,
there.
given with all the chaos and everything like that, I imagine I should be able to slip into the shadows.
I just don't. I don't think you can take it from him.
Yeah. Like
Yeah, is it?
strength-wise. Like he's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
know
the
what
thing.
you
How big is
are
it?
pulling.
How big is like the rod that he's holding?
Yeah.
That's probably about 10 feet long. To him, it's a decently large-sized piece of metal that he's
All
got.
right.
But it's pretty big.
Different plan.
But
Not
there's just no
great.
point in taking it.
Scar, can
Yeah,
you
there's no way. I can't take it from him. It's 10
Can-
feet. That's bigger than me, and it's made of
Well,
metal.
I just don't think it's useful.
Scar,
to
do
take.
you have a ice breath or do you just have a fire breath?
He has poison. I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was ice. Didn't it freeze
Scar's
people?
ice breath because he's a silver
Shit.
dragonborn.
Perfect. Scar, you should go with Kanali and then ice the giant fire giant, and I bet they won't like that. And then we can take the rod.
I think
Eric,
you're still
how tall
forgetting
is
the
this
fact.
giant?
The hill giants are about
They're.
in between like 15 to 20 feet. The fire giants are over 20 feet tall.
I don't
Either
think.
way, I mean, the ice breath will still be good.
I think
for
we're still
against
missing the
fire.
fact that this is a 10-foot long metal pole. I didn't think anyone could carry it.
So, does anybody else's characters, like NPCs, have extra abilities?
Not
Like, if you
mine.
go to features, it should say
Mine's got stealth
under-
attack. So
mine has Giant Slayer and Resilience.
Mine has parry.
Perry, this
Mine
is
has
casual.
Cunning action.
What is cutting action?
That's what I have. That's the
Bonus action.
Yeah, you can just dash,
Hmm.
disengage, or hide action.
That's his only feature.
Yep.
He's
Okay.
useless.
What type of
Yep.
weapon does he have?
He's got a short sword and hand crossbow.
Okay, so more ranged. Can he make multiple attacks per turn at all?
As far as the tactical, just that one.
Okay.
Just one.
My guy has a rapier and then spells.
What spells?
Mage armor, thunder wave, and witch bolt. So like lightning damage,
Which
and
bolt's good?
AC help.
Thunder Wave. I've not heard of that.
I think honestly the best thing to do right now would be to
Like
get rid of the
100
cannon fodder, keep the big guys busy and away from the town, and then
I
try
agree.
and single them out.
I
Get rid
think
of the what?
I could try and take some arrow shots from like hiding and try and take out some weak points on the giants to just slow them down, and keep them distracted.
The hill giants or the fire giants?
Any of the giants, keep them away from the town. Keep them out in the open so they can get a hit from all sides.
Thunderwave might be pretty good because the spell emits a thunderous boom audible at up to 300 feet. It could possibly distract the fodder.
Who's the fodder?
Fodder means it's the random little dudes.
The little red things
Oh.
and the orcs.
Everything besides the giants, basically.
And
So me-
the things riding, the orcs riding stuff is also pretty big.
Me and
That's true.
my NPC can go on. I have Shatter, which is basically the same thing as Thunderwave. It's just different, but the same.
Oh, which one do you
It's
have
basically
control
the
of?
same.
Different.
Huh?
Who do you have?
Orthovir?
What's the last name?
Othovir? That's it.
Oh, Othavir. Yeah, okay.
So we can go in and do Shatter and Thunderwave at the same time, and that'll hit a lot of people and things.
Well, they're not big cubes.
Yeah, it's a pretty small area.
It's just a lot of noise, which
Yeah.
might be helpful, but maybe not.
Yeah, it's true. 15-foot cube.
I just want Faux Hammer next to a giant because he like fucking wrecks them. So
I think the hill giants we're not concerned about, but the fire giants is I want to figure out how do we
I agree, and we can start bashing on the shield guy.
if there's any way that someone can put disadvantage on these guys, then I can suggest that they leave.
Hmm.
And if we have some way of
I'm
charming
not
them,
convinced that'll work.
I mean, we just need some way to charm them.
Oops.
So by charming, do you mean like convincing them to go away, or
No, like you suggest a course of action and magically influence a creature you can see within range. The creatures. So basically, the spell makes you charm them. And what does charm do?
charm can't attack the charmer or target the charmer?
But then I can.
Oh, and then you get advantage on. Because I can charm it, but it incapacitates them,
Okay.
and they can get out of it. Oh wait.
So the suggestion must be
Yeah.
worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. So like I don't know, I from what I understand, it's like I guess it's charm, but I think they have to follow the course of action that I suggest as long as it's reasonable. Yeah, it pursues the
Where
course of
am I?
action you described. specifically.
You are. Oh, you never. Where are you, Scar?
He wasn't in last time.
Who am I?
I thought he was here.
I'm not
was.
sure. I'm not sure charming the giants is the best idea. I don't think it'll
Why?
be enough. Because I don't think we can. At least the fire giants.
Oh, I don't
Probably
think you can do it
can't.
to the fire. Probably the hill giants, because I assume they're very much not wise.
Yeah, but like what
Yes.
else? So what else can we do with these fire giants?
Kill them.
All right,
Yeah, I
so-
think if we can get them to be the last ones left, for the most part, we'd have a
Um,
fair chance.
Scar, I'm placing.
I'll be back
you-
in 2
I
minutes.
think
I need
if
to
we
put
kill
my
them
son to bed.
first,
Great. I'm placing you back on. You're here.
if we kill them
Okay.
first, then the rest of the guys I feel like would flee because their masters are gone.
True, but we also can't ignore them because they're going to be attacking at all
Yeah,
times.
I
which is
mean-
why
Yeah.
I was suggesting the heavy hitters. So at least Faux Hammer makes a multi attack with the battle axe, which also does an extra 2d8 of damage. So he can do a lot of damage to the giants,
Okay.
but only the giants. And so that's why I was suggesting people with multi shots. I have Eldritch Blast to hit too. Just try to like clear the path.
I can
the-
escort the guy to try and protect him from other things
Did you call
that
him
might be trying to mess with him.
Ortho guy?
He did, yes.
Nice. All right, guys.
Scar also
we're
has the Giant Slayer,
going-
right?
Yeah,
He does.
I could go with them to kind of escort them there and make sure that no like fodder gets up behind them while they're attacking.
Well, he's all, yeah. I mean, we can all do our job to protect them from the back.
Hmm.
He's on the other side of the map, so it's kind of hard to escort him. We just got to do work to reach him and help him.
All right,
Reach who?
guys. Here
Faux Hammer in the
is
north.
What I'm gonna do.
We can also focus on different characters.
So
Sorry,
you
go ahead.
guys have now combat status, so go ahead and roll your initiative. I'm not going to roll initiative for like the 70 other people that are on the screen, but for you guys, roll initiative, and then we will kind of go back and forth in that way. All right, starting out very
Yikes.
strong here. With,
Yikes.
How do you roll initiative again?
All right, I'm back. Oh, how do I roll initiative?
Oh.
Go over
Click
to
on the
go
little
to your character
hand.
sheet and then click on initiative on the far right.
You also can click on combat tracker and just do it there.
Yep.
Where's combat tracker?
The
The-
second
next to the
one
chat.
next to the chat. We got some real high
All right,
initiatives
guys.
here.
We're doing real great.
Holy shit.
I got into 11 and I was on
Wait,
the
next to
top.
the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah,
go
so
to
the very top
next
where it
one
has like
next to
little
the
chat bubble,
You
then
should
one's
see
like a fist.
combat
Oh, the little
tracker.
fist.
That's right.
Shit.
Yikes, guys,
I
yikes.
got a 3.
We're screwed.
Just comes in.
We're gonna die.
All right, then. The first things that you all see are these little magmans up to the north surround one of these buildings and start lighting it on fire. Just by their touch and the very nature of
Shit.
themselves, they start lighting it on fire. Some of these orcs move right into town on their axe beaks and start trying to kill some of the livestock and kill some of the people that are running away.
Rude.
All right,
Oathevere,
so let's
do your job.
begin this combat. All right. So the next major thing that happens here is the hill giants pick up large stones from the ground in front of them. They throw these stones directly in front of them and smash and cave in the roof of this building up here and this small farmhouse down here.
That's rude.
All right, we're going to go to the city Lord Protector, Daratha. Daratha, what are you going to do?
Okay, so I'm pretty far back, so I'm gonna try and move as close as I can,
Okay.
which I don't know what my speed is.
Um,
I'm assuming it's
We're-
like 30.
yeah, we're going to use a decent estimate. This is not to scale, but you'd be able to move
Oh,
most.
it's not.
You'd be able to move most of the way here. You're at all times moving very quickly in this combat, so you'd be able to get most of the way there if you want to go there.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to call out to the city guards and call a guard in to join the battle with us.
All right. And a guard comes and joins you by your side, one of the city guards who is at the garrison with you. Daratha, is there anything else you want to do?
I think that's all I can do with that movement. That's going to take up all of my movement. Unless, do I have enough? I'm close enough now. I could probably, can I take an attack with the movement or no?
Yeah, you'd be able to make an attack.
Okay, then we're going to go ahead and just try and swing at this magman here.
We're gonna rough estimate the movement during this battle because it's kind of
Okay.
it's not gridded. But go ahead. Okay. Easy day. And that is wow, such great damage we're rolling tonight, guys. We're doing
Yeah,
great.
we're going to start off
But,
great.
hey, that was a 25. That's better than nothing. But in this case, that was enough to snuff this thing out, and
Oh.
it bursts into a small batch of flames and ashes as those embers fall down to the ground, and it just kind of poofs away. All right, Daratha.
Okay, that'll be all for me then this turn.
All right, then with Daratha, Kanali, you're up next.
All right, take a mad dash over to Orthevere.
And again,
So-
yeah. So on your turn, you have control of yourself as well as your
Cool.
NPC.
All right, so then Dars and I are both going to go that way. So I've given the same kind of movement patterns. Is this roof possible to climb up to?
I don't know if you'd
Or
be
is it
able
a
to
bit
do
too
that
high?
in one turn, but you'd be able to get over
Got
to
it.
there this turn.
All right, well, I'm going to get over to this fence here, right around there.
Okay.
Um,
Just going 160 feet in 6 seconds.
come on.
Easy.
Stop doing that. Let me control
I'm a Usain Bolt.
Classic. All right, and then I'm going to take Dars and go around the other side of the building right there.
Tars.
Um,
Come on, Tars.
I'm assuming that this guy right here probably can't see Dars, maybe.
Yeah, if you're hiding behind the side of the
Like kind of going
Building?
up the side because he has the sneak attack, and I was wondering if I could take a sneak attack on this dude.
That is 100% doable.
Cool. Let's do it, Dars.
Now, who are you attacking? There is the orc, and then there is the axe beak that the orc is on top of.
Taking down the axe beak, trying to knock him down.
All right.
Let's see.
Okay,
Well.
19 will hit for 4 damage, and then
And then he also gets the sneak attack, so. Nope. Come on. Work for me here.
Yes, that's what it does.
2d6, okay.
Yep.
Wait, why is it not rolling? Roll! Alright, it's not rolling for some reason.
Roll 2d6.
I am. It should have done it.
all right, it's total 10 damage.
Yep.
All right. And this was.
And I'm guessing, I don't know how the distance is, but I'm guessing this guy over here would be too far to shoot with an arrow.
From where you are, or from where Dars is?
From where Connolly is. Yeah.
You'd be able to hit him with an arrow.
Oh, alright, cool. Let's do it then. And given that, I mean, again, the distancing is weird. He's not within 5 feet of Oathevere, I'm assuming.
No, he's
Or
not.
would it be considered at advantage? That's really what it comes down to.
No, not in this case. Everybody is pretty surprised in the town at this point, so, you're able to hit him, but not sneak attack him.
Cool. Wow, that's not great, Bob.
And that's the axe.
Oh wait, just kidding. Yeah, the axe beak on this guy over here.
All right, that is some great damage. So your short bow was piercing right into the side of the axe beak. It lets out this shrill scream, but still standing with the orc on his back.
You ready?
All right, Canali,
And-
anything else?
With that, I'm pretty much going to disengage and try and make my way up this thing. Probably the next turn. See if I can get up on the roof.
Okie dokie then. So before Adrian goes, next up is the Orogs. Each of the Orogs, they're on foot. They are orc-like creatures, but they are a little bit heftier, shall we say. And they start advancing into the town with some of these magmans by their side. And in fact, one of these Orogs over here takes up one of these magmans in his hand and chucks him across into one of these buildings over here. That's how kind of hefty they are.
Cannonball.
Exactly. All right. Next up is Adrian.
All right. So just to make for sure that I understand like what these things are, what exactly is this little? It's just like a little fire demon goblin thing.
Yep, just like a little fire demon, small type creature, but 100% fire based.
But also
Okay.
very squishy since I hit one for 5 and it died.
Okay.
FYI, if anybody has any AoE attacks and wants to just like,
V squishy.
And then these ones over here, these are flying.
No, not flying. They're like two-legged birds that are like flightless birds that are being ridden.
Okay. Flightless birds. Okay, that's good to know. In that case, okay, so I have a couple attacks, but I'll make my first attack just against this guy. Hopefully, so he's not really able to flank us.
Okay, go ahead. All right, 15 will hit. What was that damage? Oh no, that was your. Sorry, that was your roll. That was your roll. Yes, 21 does hit.
Yep.
I was about to say, what kind of arrows are you using? Right, as far as your damage, 7. All right. Similar thing happens to what happened to the other magman. This one gets like snuffed out, and as the arrow pierces through it, kind of splits it in half until it just crumbles apart into a heaping pile of ash on the ground. Adrian,
Nice.
what else do you want to do?
Would I be able to either move around this house or climb up on top of it and still be able to have another attack?
I think so. Yes, this is like a crisis moment where everybody is rushing with adrenaline. So I think you'd be able to get on top of the house since you're right next to it.
Okay. So I'm going to just measuring.
It's not to scale, so measuring's not going to be super helpful.
Oh, there we go. I was just trying to move my character, but
Oh, okay.
accidentally left it on the measuring tool. Okay, now we're good to go. All right, so now I'm up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna attack this guy.
All right, another one of the magmins.
Yep.
All right. Nice. All right, you guys are doing some pretty good attack rolls. Damage is okay.
Luckily, these things are made of ash.
That is true. And again, another one gets snuffed out. They're poofing out left and right as they set buildings alight.
Mm-hmm. Now, just one more thing with that. So
Go ahead.
now I normally get 2 attacks, but I also have Horde Breaker, which allows me to make an attack if I hit. That is within 5 feet of the other.
So you get 2 attacks. Horde Breaker. When you make.
Yeah.
Yep, if you have 2 attacks, you would be able to do that on either one of the attacks, but only once per turn. So if now is the time that you want to do it, both of these magmins were within 5 feet of the other one.
Okay, yeah, I'll go for this one. This one's the close one. He's definitely within 5 feet. My attack. Well, I don't know if 11 will hit, though.
11. Your arrow misses just slightly from hitting this magman in particular.
Darn.
But
Well,
it was still pretty cool. You went in there like Legolas and were just like loosing arrows left and right, but the last one missed.
you can't hit them all. All right, so we also have Narth Tezrin over here, so I'm going to move him. I'm just going to have him back me up, so I'm going to just have him move closer to the house.
Okay.
And there he is right there. Now, after movement like that, is that his turn?
If he has like a ranged attack or something like that, he'd be able to use a ranged attack. But he wouldn't be able to get close enough to like engage with one of the Orogs or the Axebeaks. And there, I said it. They're nope. Best to just let that one die. Don't say it.
All
A
right,
wedding. I love weddings.
Dang it! They're not. All right, now go ahead, Adrian. You want Narth to?
Yeah, I'll take a shot at this guy. I'll test to see how strong they are, assuming that I get a hit.
All right, go for it.
Ooh.
That's a
All
critical
right.
hit.
Ooh.
All right, that is enough to, in fact, hit this Orog. And how are you attacking? Or how is Narth attacking, rather?
With a crossbow.
All right. Then crossbow pierces through this thing's armor just a little bit, and you hear it grunt in pain. And it grabs the arrow, snaps it off inside, and throws it to the ground, and lets out this low roar. Adrian, is there anything else that you want to do or Narth want to do on their turn?
This low roar.
Is there more damage that he does?
I think it
Narth-
already
Narth?
rolled.
It did.
Yeah, it
roll
already
for
did.
hit.
Yeah, it already rolled
I
it.
rolled a 6 and a 2.
A 6 and
For
a
crit
2.
damage?
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Yep, I'm all good for now.
That thing didn't give a damn.
Okay, then Scar and Urgula, you guys are up next. You guys are pretty close. You could reasonably make it to one of the giants over here if you wanted to, with both of you guys.
Yeah, I think we're gonna kind of run and charge the. Oh, it's blocked by movement. We're gonna go after not the giant with the shields.
Okay. Boop boop.
Just like sidestep and go.
Well, you can't run through the building. It says like no path.
Yeah, I just realized there's yeah, I've got little walls there.
So I'll attack first as Scar. I have 2 attacks.
Good damage.
That's
Not a great
is,
attack.
really sad.
A 10 is not enough to hit. You basically get him in the toe, and he shakes it off and doesn't even really realize that anything touched him.
Okay, well, I'll have my second attack on him.
A little better.
Oh, a 20 does hit. All right, and how are you?
Alright, so he takes
attacking him?
so he takes 9 slashing. I just kind of go for his leg real quick, but then he will take an extra. Was it 1d6 for Giant's Bane?
It is. You're
Oh, I just rolled it.
Yeah,
the 4 plus 1d6.
4 times.
So he's gonna
1d6.
take. Yeah, so he's gonna take 21 total damage.
All right.
And like I said, I'm just kind of like jumping and like leaping and going like right for his like kind of his thigh area, where like the artery is in his leg.
All right, you.
And it's kind of bringing Giant's Bane down.
You slash into his leg, and there is quite a bit of blood that starts pouring out from this thing as he looks around with his kind of slack-jawed looking face and doesn't really know what just happened, but he's visibly in pain now and is looking directly at you. Scar?
You must also make a 15 strength saving throw.
All right. That is going to be 24.
All right, so you are not knocked prone. All right, and I'm gonna save my bonus I'm gonna save my action for that. So that's all that Scar's gonna do.
Okay.
I don't want to jump into using my bonus features yet. I want to save these for the big guys. Now Urgula is also gonna attack. She's gonna use her Morning Star. She has 2 attacks as well. So I'll roll the first one.
There you go.
All right, 22.
Nice.
She also is going to do an extra 2d8 damage on that hit because she's a Giant Slayer, so I got to roll that one.
Nice.
So she takes 15 on the first attack.
Okay.
Oh, you guys saw that 15 rolling, right?
Her second attack misses, though.
Okay. Yep, so 15 more from her. And then she actually, believe it or not, can speak the giant language. So after she actually goes to the other thigh to cut basically with her Morning Star, she just kind of swings it in and goes for basically the same location on the other leg. And as she is dragging it down his leg, she says in Giant to him, "You are mistaken to have come here and attack my village."
Oh, wow.
I love it.
Yeah. Did she say it with like attitude or sass or anything?
Oh yeah, she's ready to go. Like this giant has no idea who he just came across.
The giant responds, speaking something in a low-toned voice, but you do not understand what it is because you don't know giant.
Well, she does. She can speak giant.
She does, but you do not.
Oh, so she hears it by hand. Oh.
Unfortunately, yes. All right, Scar. Anything else you want to do, Scar?
Don't think I have anything else I can do, so no, I'm good.
All right, it's gonna be Millie, Wodek, and then the giants take their turn.
Uh-oh.
Pshaw.
So first of all, I want my guy who I think is underneath here, maybe. I don't know where he went. Orthavir?
Orthavir.
Oh, he went under the Buckbeak.
Yeah, I think
right
he's
there.
under somewhere over here.
Yeah, he's under that buckbeak here.
There he is.
Is that?
There he
Can I get him
is.
out? Okay, there we go.
Do you call him Buckbeak? Who called him Buckbeak?
Hey, don't
So
make fun of
first-
his beak like that.
Never.
First of all, I want him to move. Can he move like right here? Oops. Yeah.
Oh yeah, right in the middle of all the magmins.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh lord. Oh lord.
And I don't know what if he casted Thunder Wave, would that be enough to hit all or most of those fire
It
things?
should be, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so he's gonna cast Thunder Wave.
And the
Um,
orc.
Say what?
And that other guy there.
Yeah, this Orog
Probably.
here.
Yeah.
Basically
Yeah,
everything
You
around
should be able to hit all of them.
Oh right.
Can I get a hell yeah, brother?
Hopefully.
Stop.
Hell yeah, brother!
Alright.
Thunder Wave.
So it's Constitution
Constitution saving throw.
2d8 fail and success half as much and isn't pushed. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Constitution, 7 Constitution saving throws. This is going to be for the Magmins. So here we go. On a 2, a 3, a 4, and a
Damn.
What the
5.
hell's
Eric,
up with these
stop
rolls?
it.
Wow.
Stop!
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
Yikes.
gosh.
Those are the Magmins, and this is the Orog.
Roll a 1, roll a 1, roll a 1.
Oh,
What the fuck?
Jesus.
All right, so roll
Oh my god.
so roll your damage, and I'll apply it accordingly. It was a DC.
At least the magman, even on a half damage, will
Yeah,
probably
they
still
do
all
take
die.
half,
Yeah.
hopefully.
What
Um,
do
You
you
roll like a 1.
What did you cast?
Thunderwave.
Thunder Wave?
Oh, that's what
Thunder
the okay.
Wave. It's a DC 13.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
That's all of them saved except for one. So
Let's see what the damage is.
It's a range of 15 feet. Or are we just kind of
15.
estimating?
We're
guesstimating
fudging feet.
ranges?
yeah, 15
Okay.
foot cube. He basically runs
Okay, okay.
into the middle of all of the
What?
Magmins and just goes Thunder Wave.
Whoa.
Yeah, just like that. With that sound, I think
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what Thunder Wave sounds like.
Oh, it says I have no spell slots, but that's just because it's not filled in.
Yeah.
Let me just
Oh,
manually
they're pushed
roll.
10 feet away. Holy shit.
He jumped in and just yelled, Demolition!
Oh my god, what a great song!
just
though,
boost road
isn't it
dog
so
them.
good. All right, so 10 and half on a failed save. All right, so
All those
They
magmen
did.
are gone.
They did.
All right, 4 out of the 6 of those magmins die immediately. 2 of them look like their flames are basically burning out at this point, and the Orog
No, Charmander.
looks
no.
annoyed.
Did he save?
He did, yes. He got a 22.
Okay. They're also pushed.
10 feet.
They're only pushed if
Well-
they fail.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair. Okay, cool.
Addition
That
to
helps.
that, once he casts that thunder wave, yeah, he basically just runs in the middle. You hear this massive thunderclap, dust, dirt, the little bits of one of the houses that were kind of blown in just go flying out in every direction away, centering on him. So you just see like pieces of wood flying, and you hear this thunderous clap from over the northern.
The
part
hill
of the
giant's
floor.
pissed.
Yeah, you hear big noise. Millie, what do you want to do?
I want to. I want to do a very similar thing. So I'm gonna fly over here.
Oh,
Maybe.
yes.
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna fly over here, and then I don't intend to hit Darth, but I want to do Shatter.
Okay. Yeah, you've got a
And I wanna do-
pretty good group sitting right in front of you.
Yeah, I want to do Shatter as a 3rd level spell.
Whoa!
Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't know
And it's
what.
a 10-foot radius sphere. Yeah, you'd be able to get everybody that's right in this group.
Awesome.
And that is
Okay,
going
yep.
to be Constitution save. And all right, so we'll do the Constitution saves, and then we will do the damage. Right, so here is for the 2 axe beaks.
Jesus.
Here's for
Dude,
the,
you're cheating.
here's for the
Oh,
2
Calling
bad.
orcs.
I don't know what my save is.
I think it's 15.
Isn't it 15?
16.
So it didn't affect.
16. No, mine's a 16.
Oh, it's
Ooh,
16. Ooh.
that's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
they still take half on a failed save. I'm pretty half
Yeah,
as
they
much
do.
unsuccessful. And then for
And one of those is already weakened, isn't it?
yes, both of the axe beaks are weakened because of you and Dar's canal.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
All right, so then one of the axe beaks saves, everybody else fails.
Awesome. Shatter. So I'm casting as a
9d10.
3rd level, so that's 4d8.
Just they literally shatter.
I think it's 4d8, right?
Jesus. That's a lot
Oops,
of
darn it.
damage.
Classic.
Sorry.
That's okay.
There we go.
I see an 8. Nice.
All right, 17 damage. All right, let's go. Let's just take an inventory real quick. All right, Millie, how are you performing this shatter? Like, what's the source of this like massive noise coming from you?
What's the source of it?
Yeah, like
Me.
because you sure, but I mean, you're flying in
Like-
the air and you cast this shatter. Like, just describe how this attack goes.
Yeah, like I don't know, maybe 10 feet above them, maybe like 5 feet, kind of just like I'm hovering over the ground, but I'm not touching the ground. And just kind of like angered, and just pissed that everyone's attacking my friends. I just kind of like ball up and then I like erupt in a very, very high pitched scream out of like pure anger.
All right. This massive noise coming from you up in the air catches all of them off guard. And even with the fact of the axe beaks bucking the orcs off of their back, you see all of these in front of you just like land on the ground and start like squirming in just a bunch of pain from this sound. And they all perish in front of you.
Nice.
Damn.
Perfect. I also like to think that these 2 loud events kind of happened either at the same time or really close to the same time. And like maybe it disorients this like giant over here.
You've definitely gotten his attention along with Orthavir for sure. There's loud sounds coming from
He just
all
goes like,
around.
oh, oh. Cool.
Just like that. All right. Then, Millie, if there's nothing else you want to do, that's going to be Wodek and Foehammer.
All right. So Foehammer, now that the path is kind of cleared, he is going to make his way towards this hill giant. Do you think he can make it to the hill giant and
Probably.
attack, or just
Yeah,
close enough?
I think he'd be able to get just right up on that hill giant and be able to barely attack him. Just
how do I
barely.
move
So
it?
I really want to use
Got it.
the giant for Crown of Madness and make him fight the fire giants. So
Yeah, but
Not
you have
the
the
giant.
other one down there too that you can.
that's
Yeah, I'm
true.
not. All right, he's going to get nice and cozy and attack with his battle axe,
Okay.
which I also have multi-attack, so he makes 2 battle axe attacks.
All right.
So we'll do 1 and 2.
Nice. Not so nice, but still good. All right.
Does the first one hit?
Both of them, in fact, hit. And he, as you know, absolutely abhors hill giants of any race, really. And so he rushes into the fray and targets the first giant that he sees in front of him, hitting on both successive attacks with his battle axe.
Is he a giant slayer?
He is. So he
hell
gets
yeah.
He is a giant slayer.
4d8 extra damage. 2
That is
for each
right.
attack.
Oh boy.
Damn.
Ooh.
So that's 35 damage.
Damn.
All right.
Let's go.
And Wodek.
And then as little old me, I'm gonna get up against this fence right here,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern. I hope to encapsulate, I'll try to indicate it, both this Buckbeak and the Fire Giant in that pattern.
Oh, these right here?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you think that'd be okay?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
If you wanna
30-foot
look it up.
cube. That's massive.
Okay, cool.
And let's see. So that is a wisdom
And it's a
save. Becomes charmed for the duration.
wisdom
Will
save.
charm. Spell is incapacitated. Has a speed of 0. Spell ends for an affected creature if it takes any damage. Okay. Okay. So wisdom save for the axe beak. And there's actually an orc underneath him. You just can't see him. But there is, in fact, an orc. So all of them will take...
Orc is riding the axe beak, right?
Mhm.
It is.
Yeah, okay.
So this is for the axe beak. Wisdom save for the orc. Wisdom save for
Come on.
the fire
Daddy
giant.
needs a new pair of shoes. Motherfucker.
Fuck.
God damn it.
The orc fails.
It's just gonna be running
Everything
around
else
on
passes.
a completely conscious axe beak. He's just gonna be like, I have no idea what's going on, dude.
He's just gonna kill his own axe beak.
Hey, if he takes it out, that's fine.
All right.
Wasn't it just make him pretty much useless? They just don't do anything.
Yeah, they become incapacitated.
So he's just sitting there like unconscious on it.
All right, Wodek, anything else you want to do on your turn?
I feel like I got something as a result of leveling. Let me check.
I'm not ready for this next part.
Oh, no. That's with my familiar, which I don't know why I don't have my familiar out. I should always just be having that out. Alright. Yeah, I'm good.
All right, fam.
I keep
Then
little-
the giants take their turn.
Alright,
Oh
here we
boy.
go.
Buckle
All
up,
right.
everyone.
Hill
We don't have that many
giant-
potions of revive, so
Yeah, Hill Giant, seeing everything that's happening, comes blasting through this building entirely, just taking it apart, and stands directly in front of Daratha and the guard, and makes an attack, swinging with his great club.
Oh, yeah, the
Daratha.
2.
But
oh shit. This is
Does-
+8 to that.
does not hit
Yikes.
with the first attack. With his second attack, he hits
Even better.
himself.
It's himself. 24 too.
Yeah, right.
Damn.
Please tell me that killed himself. That would be
Two.
just great.
There. Yeah, he kind of smacks
would cry.
himself in the toe and just lets out this thunderous roar.
Oh, poor
Right.
thing.
The hill giant seeing
Fuck me.
everything. Oh, I moved both of them. Seeing everything that's going on over here. Moves up to right next to Foehammer and Oathvir. And he does much the same. One sec. Oh my god, something just broke. I'm certain something just broke. Alright. So he goes and he swings at Foehammer for a 19 with his first attack.
That's a hit.
And then over to Oathvir with his second attack.
Oh no.
Also slaps,
Yes.
also slaps himself. Oh my gosh.
That's beautiful.
Alright, so the next thing that you hear are the fire giants speaking, and I don't have my voice mod on right now. That's literally what caused the apocalypse to happen on my computer earlier. But you see that they start talking with each other, and they start speaking in giant, and it's not something that you can really understand. But either way, This guy with his shields in front of him starts moving forwards. And he moves
coming for me.
forwards. He moves forwards and just walks right past you and blasts through the fence here, and then turns away and places both of his shields up in front of him. All right, the next one, what you see is nothing short of what you would see in an anime. This thing places his sword on his back, gets down on the ground, and in an instant goes sprinting forwards, and you see just this wave of dust come in from behind him. And he jumps up in the air, pulls his sword from his back, and slams it on the ground, attempting to hit Dars right in the face.
God.
I can just imagine Attack on Titan. in
Oh
this.
Lord.
Dars,
He's dead.
Dars goes down. Oh,
Ah,
actually, not quite.
Dars.
Not quite.
No, Dars is
Not
alive.
quite. Not quite. Dars is alive, but he takes a very, very close communion with his god, whoever that is. All right, and then he puts the sword up in an almost defensive position. And again, I'll remind you all that you have the ability to make a martial check if you'd like to on your turns.
What is that?
That is your free intelligence check to see if you can find out information about special abilities or attacks or things, features that some of these creatures might have. And with that, we go up to Daratha.
What happens if you fail the martial check?
Nothing. You just don't learn anything. It's more of you.
Can I do a martial check then?
You can, but really, it's just more of you assessing the battlefield and seeing if you can determine how these things are going to act in battle.
Okay. I'm
So-
going to do a martial check on the dude with the shields.
Dude with the shields.
You said it's intelligence check?
It is an intelligence check.
Ooh,
Um,
it's a good thing I'm pretty.
you are.
Lord.
You've never seen a fire giant look like this before. This thing is pretty fierce looking, and just so you guys can see, this is what
Damn
this
it,
thing
that's not
looks
what I
like.
want.
These shields are nearly as tall as it is, aka over 20 feet tall.
Oof.
All right, Daratha.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and swing at this hill giant. I'm going to do a multi-attack and do 2 swings with my greatsword.
All right.
First one.
Oh, that's a good hit.
And then I'm going to go ahead and swing at him again with the greatsword. Terrible damage rolls, though.
Okay, but still a hit nonetheless.
Okay. Am I going to control the guard too, or just?
Yes, you can control the guard as well.
Okay, so he's going to come up behind me here and take a 2-handed attack with his spear.
Okay. Nice.
Oof.
Look at that
Yeah, 3.
damage.
And I don't think he has any features from what I can tell, so that's all I think he's going to be able to do.
Okay.
And I'm assuming it can only call one guard in at a time. I can't call another one.
It's a bonus action you can take on every turn. As you are the Lord Protector,
She
she
calls in another guard for you guys.
You have control over the entire garrison in the city. Oh my god, he's tiny.
The baby guard.
It's his first day on the job. First day on the job. He's
It's just a 2-year-old with a spear.
Oh Lord.
All right, there we go.
Does he get an attack this time too, or does he have to wait next time?
He's gonna have to wait until next time. He has
Okay.
summoning sickness. That's for you. That's for you, Ryan. All right, Kanali.
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna take a martial check on the shield guy real quick.
Okay.
Don't call me out on
I'm
that. Okay.
guessing he probably, since he just ran over there and just planted those, I'm guessing he doesn't like know that I'm there, hopefully.
Okay. Not really able to discern anything from where you are right now. You know this thing is massive and he is scary. One little thing that you notice, besides his hair looking like it's literally on fire without it actually being on fire, is you notice some runes that are carved into his armor as well as the shields that he's holding. And I will show you guys what you see. If I can figure out my life.
Story of my life.
You see this carved into his armor as well as his shields.
Hmm.
I feel like we've seen that before.
Perhaps. Maybe on the splash page. Bum bum bum.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
All right, Kanali.
Well, I'm gonna get up on top of this building. I'm assuming that since I'm right next to it, it's probably a little bit easier.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna get right up here. Okay. Really? All right. There we go. And see if is there any weak point that it looks like in this guy's armor that I can see or no?
No.
In the actual shield guy. Hmm. Well, in that case, I'm gonna try and distract the sword dude by taking a shot at him.
Okay.
At this point, am I hidden from them? I guess actually he's within 5 feet, so it doesn't really matter. So it would be considered a sneak attack.
Yes.
1 second. Like things being weird.
Go for the eyeballs.
Let's see. Hold on. So this would be. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I was just wondering if this be an assassinate or not.
One moment.
It says so any hit you score against a creature that is surprised is a critical hit. So it just had to be that he's be surprised that I'm there, but probably not.
You guys are in the middle of battle. He's probably not.
Yeah,
surprised.
he would.
Not
Yeah, he would expect that.
surprised.
All right, let's take a shot, and then we'll just do a sneak attack as well. Of course.
A 12. Your arrow bounces right off of his armor.
Lovely.
Sorry, didn't mean to roll the battle axe.
That's okay.
I
Kanali?
was just playing around with inventory.
Excuse me.
Big ol' rip.
Can I use my second action to go ahead and try and make a hide?
Yeah.
Just in the chaos of battle.
You can you can attempt to hide behind something.
Essentially,
around
like
one of
just
these
anything in
buildings.
the roof, because it's in the roof, and there's like a
Yeah.
bunch of different like little scoops and everything.
Yeah, definitely. I imagine you'd be like sitting behind one of those little. Yes, I understand. You're basically like
Saint Nick in the chimney.
that, or what's his name, Black Noir from The Boys on that one episode where he goes to. You know what I'm talking about, Tolan?
No.
Damn.
Yep.
Sorry.
No.
I got here.
No.
You hide. Thanks, Becca. Yeah, he's like Black Noir
Yeah,
in
no
that one
problem.
episode. It's great. Okay, Kanala, you're hidden. What do you
All
want?
right.
What
Well,
do you want
Dars
us to
is
do?
kind of pinned up against a building right now. So I kind of want him to just take the L and just send it for his like dying breath, which is probably going to be
You
the
also
last thing he
have a
does.
disengage action in case you want to do that.
For Dars.
Yeah, you can. He's just like a character, like you are. You can take the disengage
Wouldn't
action.
that
as an
just
action.
promote a attack
Not if you
opportunity, though?
disengage.
No,
If
disengage.
you leave without
Oh.
disengaging, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Disengage
so
then,
that
and
is-
run
that is
towards.
his action. So yep, you've disengaged. Will not provoke an attack of
Alright.
opportunity, but now
Full
you have your
sprint.
movement. You cannot sprint. You can only
Full.
movement speed. But you could go move around the house and like get to the other side of the house.
Yeah, I think that's
what.
where we're gonna go. You just get back over here.
All right. Kanali, anything else on your turn?
I don't think he has any sort of things in his inventory. Actually, I don't think he's anything. Yeah,
True.
that's it.
All right, we're gonna take Adrian's turn and then do a quick break and then continue. Adrian, it's up to you and Narth.
All right. Take some measurements.
Remember, it's not the scale, so if it's reasonably close, like
Yeah, reasonably close.
Okay. All right. Although I should probably deal with this this big guy right here in front of me first, though. All right.
Can we get some
I
martial
think
checks
I know
if
what
you
I'm
can?
gonna. Yeah, let's do a martial check on this giant. Since we haven't these guys yet.
Okay.
Now, what would you say that the martial check was? It was like a
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Sorry.
They have an intelligence.
Intelligence.
Yes.
there you go.
Okay.
Somebody's got some intelligence in this group, and
Yeah.
it ain't me.
All right. This hill giant has the ability to squash things, where if he would like to and he hits with this attack, he basically grapples the target. In addition to the damage, it is the squash feature.
Take him out.
All right. So yeah, okay. So this is what I'm going to do. I am just going to go to my guy, and I got a spell here that'll help me do extra damage. Yeah, we'll do Hunter's Mark.
All right.
Yeah, so I will that. All right, so Hunter's Mark, I'm setting it on this giant here, and that's just going to allow me to do an extra 1d6 damage whenever I attack it.
Okay.
So, and bam, dang it.
But your
Damn.
arrow lands just short in the ground
All
next to
right,
him.
but I have a second attempt, though, at an attack.
Okay, 14 does hit.
Oh, nice, okay. I will take it then. Okay, so that'll be the first 5, and then I also get another 1d6 on top of that.
Yes, quiet.
There you go. There you go.
Yes.
Okay,
All right. So now
so
you're
that'd be 10 damage on him.
good.
All right, and using Horde Breaker, I can also attack this little fire demon guy right next,
All right.
since it has to be on a different creature.
All right. That one
I don't
falls
know.
just short of being able to hit him.
I guess I'm just gonna sit tight here, and I'm gonna take this guy. What's his name again? Narth. We go Narth. Narth is
North.
run around to this side so that he can get. Well, I don't know if that actually gets visuals on him. I guess he'll run around this way so he can cut around this corner, and then he's also gonna take a shot at the crossbow.
Oof.
Man, Narth.
Oof. That one does not hit.
All right, Narth is. I guess he's just gonna sit chill for right now.
All right.
That'll be good for me.
So the Orogs move in over here on Oathevere and Foehammer and get ready to pose an attack. These Orogs over here flank the fire giant on either side as they move in. This orc moves over to one of the guards and makes an attack against him. And then
He's incapacitated.
These
That orc
Yeah.
is incapacitated, by the
The
way.
orc,
Yeah.
the orc is, yeah.
the Axbeak
The
runs over
Axebeak's not.
nonetheless. The Axbeak runs over nonetheless. And then these two orcs on Axbeak, along with the Orog and the Magman, start to close in on Narth and this whole situation over here. So let's take a quick 5-minute break, and when we come back, we will have more of the battle for Tribor, and things are going to heat up in this round.
We're all gonna die.
Oh no.
Yay.
All right, fam. Let's see what. How's this sound? Hmm. Okay, I think that is okay.
It doesn't surprise me.
All right, everybody.
We also haven't
We
made any attacks
are
towards them, though.
coming back.
I made like one arrow shot to try and distract him, but that's about it.
Also, if you guys check in the Discord chat,
Got
that
it.
was a picture that Bethany took earlier, but that's all the ornaments that I made for you guys. Those are all handmade by yours truly.
They're hella
So
lit.
I hope you guys like them. Tyler, that's a little bit of, you'll get it once you get home, but I think yours
I
is
didn't know
right
you
in the
had made
middle.
Oh yeah, I'll have to look.
Yeah,
I'm
I
telling
made-
you, he had a. Did you have a stencil with a? Was am I right with what I said?
Sorry, say it again. I was literally losing my mind earlier, and it's just come back to me.
I said I could imagine Eric sitting on a papasan with these pieces of wood and a stencil with a little laser engraver, tracing the stencil, trying to do it, and then he makes a mistake, and he chucks one across the room like a frisbee, and then grabs a new slate of wood and starts over again.
And you have a beard
Not
next.
quite, but basically I had these pictures that I found online that were like old school style tattoo drawings, and I just replaced your guys' names onto them, and then printed them out to the size that I wanted for this wood, transferred them over, and then used a wood burning tool. It basically looks like a soldering iron, and just did that for all of them. I'd say I probably spent about 2 to 3 hours on each of them, just because it took so long for that whole process.
Yeah,
But
there's such intense.
Do you
Oh,
trace
detail.
it with a wood burning tool?
no, I do a different kind of technique where I use like a big soft piece of graphite, not a pencil, like literally just a massive piece of graphite that's really soft. Coat the back in it, flip it over, and then trace the
Oh, I
outline
used to
with
do
a
that.
hard pencil so that it just transfers only the outline to the wood, and then just used it as a reference as I burned it.
Interesting.
I used to do that for glass art.
And so that's what we ended up with.
That's badass.
But yeah,
That's
I'm
wild.
glad you guys like them. Those are my little gift to you for being such a fun group to play with. So I hope you guys
Ballers.
like them and enjoy them for Christmas or whatever holiday you'd decide to celebrate if you don't celebrate Christmas.
Does
But,
every day count as a holiday? Because that shit's gonna be hanging in my cave.
Yeah.
Aw, that's super cute.
Yeah, man. If that's what
Every
you want.
day's a holiday.
All right, then we're gonna jump back in. Tyler, you in? You are in.
Yeah. I think I'm trying to roll me an initiative here. Do you just click on initiative? I roll
Looks
it.
like you
Looks
just
like
looks
you
like you
will.
just did.
Hey, you rolled the highest initiative of the entire party.
You did. So here's the lay of the land right now. Before
A 13?
We didn't roll very well.
yeah,
Let's not talk about it.
before Scar,
take it
Millie,
on.
and then Wodek, and then the Giants again. Some of the Magmans have moved in and set some buildings aflame. A couple of Hill Giants chucked some rocks and took out some of the buildings. Dorotha is mustering some of the City Watch with her as she takes on one of the Giants. Foehammer up top is taking on a giant with Oathevere now, and now this fire giant with the massive shields in front of him has just moved into this area and put his 2 shields up in front of him facing the direction that he's at. This guy over here with the sword went, like I described it, like straight up anime style, sprinting from where he was, jumped into the air and did this crazy slashing attack on one of the other NPCs. And that's about where we're at right now. We're gonna go over to Scar and Urgla.
Oh yeah, don't forget to get Astriel, his human peasant.
That was going to be Dorotha, but
Oh, okay, gotcha.
yeah, I didn't know if you
Let's
were
go.
gonna be gone too, so I was like, we need to have at least a couple people in here, otherwise.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's
we're
go.
gonna get stomped. Look at Bethany
All
just
right,
doing her hair like a
I'm
boss.
going to make an intelligence check. I want to find out more about the dude with the sword.
All right, go ahead.
Also, can our NPCs also make martial checks, or is it just gonna be our characters?
I would say probably just you guys. You are not
I'm
sure.
dumb.
You're a little frightened at what this thing
Ha.
has just done, but you are
glad
I'm
we're
not
all
frightened.
pretty
I'm not
certain
frightened
he
of
can move
nothing.
quickly. Okay, all right, not frightened of nothing.
What's the purpose of the intelligence checks again?
You get knowledge
Figure out
on
something
them.
about them.
Skill check.
Just like
Exploit
combat wise?
weaknesses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm mad that the giant ran away from me, like a big girl, so we're gonna go right at him.
All right.
Actually, yeah, I'd rather finish this one off.
Yep. Also, Narth is about to get smacked on.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll my attacks, once again 2 attacks.
Nice. Okay, that's a hit.
Alright, and then second one.
Ooh.
That's also a hit. Looks good.
And then with Giant's Bane, so it'll be ×2, so I'll roll this twice.
Nice, 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 nice.
So a total
Blow on his
of
leg.
30, 40, 53 damage.
All right.
We need you to do that again.
And I need you
on
to
those
make
fire guys.
I need you to make 2 15 strength saving throws or fall prone.
He's
Pretty sure
automatically
he's dead.
knocked prone because you hack away at his legs until you hear a disgusting split, and he shears right in the middle of his shin and just falls back onto the ground and bleeds out in front of you.
Hell yeah.
Jesus. No,
There
but
was-
seriously,
number
make
there
one
that
was no
strength.
Jesus there.
Go ahead and make that strength saving throw. Then it's just gonna be an undead giant.
All right, so there are plenty of other creatures around you, Scar.
Yep, so Scar, he's done. He as I slay the giant and I see him fall down,
All in a day's work.
I stare at the 2 fire giants and I conjure up all of the life force within me and just a loud, vigorous, like bestial dragon roar at them.
All right.
Right.
Like where I kind of arch my head back, just full on challenge.
Some of the creatures around you look a little spooked and surprised at the volume that just came out of you.
And then Urgula, she's gonna come right up in here and she's gonna smack away at this axe beak.
Yep.
She has a multi-attack well, so she's also gonna attack twice.
Smack away at that axe beak.
Oh,
I'm glad that Ryan saw it.
Oh man.
Literally.
Alright.
Oh my god.
What happened?
And then the second attack.
Just check the chat.
You bastards.
Oh my god.
Do the roar.
damn!
All right. Urgula's on it right now.
He's like, get out of my town.
do the roar.
Do the roar.
Alright,
Shit, man.
so right as the axe beak is riding by with an orc on it, Urgula basically smashes the Morning Star straight through the axe beak's chest so hard that the orc goes flying forwards off of the axe beak onto the ground and lands prone.
Damn.
Ouch.
Okay, Scar, Urgula, anything else?
Urgula, is she in distance where if she shouted, the fire giant could hear her?
Probably, yeah.
Alright, she's gonna yell out in giant, what do you hope to accomplish coming here into my village? You see that your friends have fallen. How much more do you plan to lose?
You hear another response in Giant, but you can't comprehend what they're saying.
This doesn't help us, Steven.
I know, but you know
I
what?
love it, though.
Urgula's talking mad shit. That's all that needs to matter.
Alright, Scar,
Right.
anything else?
And it paid off.
I
Look
love
at it. She
her.
talked to that hill giant. She just crit both of her morning stars on that next mob.
Scar, anything else?
You know, you're right.
No, that's it.
Alright. Then, up over here to the north, we've got this Orog that meets Othavir, and finally raises up a javelin at him.
Bat.
Makes an attack, but it misses
Whoosh.
and does nothing of significance. This Orog does the same thing against Foehammer, but with the Great Axe. I think that one also misses.
Yeah, it does.
Foehammer's a pretty hefty guy.
15.
Okay. Down here, the orcs ride in and make an attack against Narth. Both with javelins. This will be attack 1 from one of them, attack 2 from another one.
Bad day.
He is down to 1 hit point.
Oh. It's alright, no one needed Narth.
Alright.
Narth
Like
is
a
dead.
nerd.
Yeah, that orc is just laying prone. This orc over here is still incapacitated. But he's riding on the back of the axe beak.
Dude, he's just in the stars.
I
Fucking
like how he won't come out until someone hits him. so
And
he's
I
just
think that's
gonna
about where
run
we're
around.
at. So
He just like smokes some peyote. He just like.
oh, yeah, let's go.
Alright, Millie, then Wodek, and then the giants take their turn. And then we'll be up to
Thank you.
Astriel, who's joined the fray.
How about they don't take a turn?
How about
Okay. Couple
Preferable.
couple questions. One, Othavir, how many spells does he have? Spell slots?
Othavir. It says 1. That's not actually the case. I think he has 3 first level spell slots.
Yeah, I just put in the 1 because I didn't know. But
It's
okay,
3.
so, cool. All right. Good to know. Oops. And then 2. So prestidigitation. Prestidigitation.
Yes.
You instantaneously snuff out a torch or small campfire. So these little fiery guys, they were like down to like 1 hit point. Can I just snuff them out?
Oh
with
my
an
god.
action?
Well,
Okay, that's fucking
that sounds like a
hilarious.
perfectly good way to use prestidigitation on a tiny
Love
flame
it.
that's
That's
almost gone out.
phenomenal.
Damn.
All right.
They only
Oh
had
my
a little
God.
fire in them, right?
They, only had a little bit left in them, and that.
I imagine him just like licking his like fingers and just like putting them out like a
Yeah,
candle.
you instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, torch, or small campfire. I would consider them a small campfire.
That is brilliant.
Yeah, if you just want to like basically do like a double mage hand style where you just like arms shoot to the side and do the prestidigitation, each of these things poofs out into smoke.
Yes.
Classic.
Shit.
All right. Cool.
What a baller move.
Now we're thinking with portals.
Yeah.
Cool.
All I'm saying is I can make the giant invisible.
that
I don't want the
nobody.
giant invisible.
No, we
Hell
don't
yeah!
want the giant.
Advantage on all attacks.
Ah. He has shields, man. What attacks is he gonna make?
I'm
Otherwise-
sure he could punt you across the field.
He's gonna bulldoze you.
Not if I'm invisible.
He's gonna bulldoze us.
Otherwise, that's his action.
Yep.
Can he just like pull out his rapier and not do anything? Not do anything with it? Just have it out.
Yes.
Okay. He pulls out his rapier, just like ready.
Just
Okay.
a vibe check does the
And then he can't make a check.
No, but you can.
Okay. So these hill giants, are they pretty dumb? They're not very wise.
That's speculation on your part. You're not sure.
All right. So can I make a check? I guess I can just go for it. I don't really need to make a check. I feel like
Go
they're
for
gonna be pretty, I feel like they're gonna be pretty dumb.
I think you're
You
right.
can go for the fire ones if you just want to check them. Just to...
Yeah. So I do want to find out some information about the fire giants. Like, for example, are they pretty charismatic, or are they also pretty dumb? Are they like not very smart? I'm guessing they're gonna be smarter than the hill giants. But is that like two pieces of information, or can I find out kind of both at the same time, depending on the check, or depending on how I roll?
You can't check for their ability scores. You can check for their features and like things that they would do in battle. You're kind of like assessing the battlefield. If you're looking about like specific information about the ability scores, that'd be more like a nature check because you're trying to figure out information about their actual species type of thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm interested in knowing basically if they would be good at charisma or not. I don't know how else to word that, but so I guess in nature. Can I make a
Yeah, you
nature
could,
check then?
yeah, you could try a nature check.
I pressed it. Oh.
Yeah, you're not able to discern one way or the other whether these things are charismatic or not because they're all decked out in armor right now, so it's hard to tell.
Okay. And I also assume that fire. Well, no, that's dumb. Fire would not damage them. All right. I want to cast Crown of Madness on this hill giant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say Wisdom saving throw.
Come on.
Come on. Roll the dice, damn it. Alright, that's a fail.
Ooh. Also,
Okay.
look at that. They're really bad.
-1, huh?
Curious.
Okay, so is now charmed.
Okay.
On the hill giant.
Must-
Shit.
So this hill giant now has like this magical crown above its head, and it is charmed by me, and it must use its action to make a melee attack against a creature that I choose.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Fire giant versus hill giant.
Yeah.
Battle royale.
So I think it's
Or we
on-
could save Foehammer by freaking attacking those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I wanna
those
I wanna
Ogrons
use
aren't
the
that
hill
big.
giant. I want the hill giant to come and attack the fire giant, but I don't think that's gonna happen until its turn. And I don't know when its turn is.
So if you have Crown of Madness on it, it has to attack first before it moves.
before it moves. What do you mean?
Nope.
So it's gonna have to
Meaning
attack-
it cannot
must
move. and
must
hit
use its
the red
action
giant.
before it moves to make a melee attack.
Cool.
Otherwise, yeah.
So it's gotta hit the things next to it, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Either way, I don't think that happens until it's on its turn, though.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Well, then it'll do that on its turn and then move towards the fire giant and attack it.
Okay.
I don't think you can tell it to move.
Well, it has to use its action and then move, right? So it uses action.
But do you get to choose where it moves?
It's charmed.
I think so.
Charmed target must use its
Yeah.
action before moving into its turn to make a melee attack.
I'm pretty much controlling it, right?
Yeah, it is charmed.
Hmm.
Disadvantage on. Yeah, I would say that you basically are charming and suggesting to him where to go.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
Anything else, Millie?
I'm gonna back. Well, I just want to move a little bit so I can see my big giant and this big giant over here.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm that's about it. I'm like 1 foot above the ground, like flying.
All right. Then Wodek.
So I am hella concerned about this red giant next to me, fire giant. So I would like to make a check to see what his intentions are. Is it
Sorry,
in
I'm
a
just-
defensive stance? Does it seem to be defending itself? Is it defending something else?
Okay.
And does it notice me?
Yes, it notices you. Does not consider you a threat. You're less than. Well, like you're probably like almost.
I'm alright with this.
A tenth of his size.
Shit. Alright, well.
That's pretty much it. You know that this thing is massive.
So I can make myself a threat and attack it. But
That
then I
seems
might
like
die.
a bad idea. I was like, no, don't do that.
But he's already, like, okay. Did
You
he
can make his-
shove his shields into the ground?
He's basically has them in front of him, ready to take an attack, basically, like to absorb an attack, essentially.
And he is facing the other fire giant.
Yes.
Then I'm going to run to the other side of these fences
Okay.
and hit him.
Okay.
I'm gonna fucking die, you guys.
You ready to get punted? You're about to get punted.
He's gonna turn and use his shield as a bulldozer and just scoop you right into like this guy. You're gone.
Here's the hoping I can dodge it. Yeah, we're gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
All right. Guide that bolt.
Ka-chow! Cast spell. Consume a spell slot, yes. Oh. It's not letting me. That's fine.
I think you don't choose consumer spell
Yeah.
slot for the
You
spells.
just roll it, click on the button,
Just roll it.
and just don't consume. And click.
Yeah. There you go.
There it is.
All right. Your guiding bolt goes streaking right into his armor and splashes off, and does not do any damage.
Shit. Well, I'm still not a threat, right? Like, I didn't deal any damage. So.
No. You did not. I will confirm that you did not deal damage. All right.
You're dead.
Wodek, is there anything that you want to do before you take
Die.
over Fohammer?
I assume that's the limit. That's the limit to my movement, right?
Yeah, pretty much. You were as small.
Then I have nothing else I can do.
All right. What about
Fohammer,
Fohammer?
on the other hand, shall
Get in the fetal position, look like a ball.
Now, granted, the
pretty easy.
the giant is charmed, so you don't really have to worry about him too much.
Yeah.
Well, only for a turn.
Well, he has to keep saving, I think. And he's obviously dumb, as we saw, because he was -1 on the wisdom throw. So.
But also,
Alright, then I'm gonna hit the,
20s out here.
Org next to him. Yeah.
Okay.
Me.
All right.
Yeah.
With both of his attacks with his great axe, the Orog puts up his shield and deflects each of them.
Damn.
All right. Anything else
All
for
right.
him?
Well, I think he's going to accept an opportunity of attack from the Orog and try to run away.
You can
All right.
disengage though as a bonus action, no?
No,
No.
disengage is a full action.
Is it a full action?
Unless you're a rogue, then you can take the
Yeah, rogue.
Oh.
the disengage.
I
as a
would-
bonus action.
That's why I
No,
think
yes.
that's a
That-
given, because that's what I play.
The giant is going to attack those Ogrogs, so you can probably, like, I don't want to say you can hang in there, but they're
Well, I
not going to
guess
deal
it is.
nearly as
No,
much
you're right.
damage as that giant did to you.
Yeah, actually,
I
I'll
think-
just
I
wait.
agree. I think you should
I'll pass.
wait it out.
All right. Back to
Ready
so
to
we'll start with
die.
the hill giant. Millie, what do you want the hill giant to do?
Kill.
It's my turn!
All right.
Mm.
I want the hill giant to well, it has to do its action, so just strike the two org guys.
Okay. So we'll do a hit on each of them. Is that what you want?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. So here is to the first one right in front of him. That the Orog sees it coming and is not hit. The second one falls short as well.
Damn, those Orogs.
Now what would
They
you
both
like? They both miss, yes.
Okay. Charm target must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose. The target can act normally on its turn if you choose no creature. Must use your action to maintain control of the target. Okay. I really want the giant to move and start fighting the fire giant. So I want it to move.
All right. Then hill giant's gonna move forward and be right up on the fire giant essentially.
Cool.
He's gonna get decapitated for sure.
All right.
That, I don't think it's anything else.
Great. Then the two giants and these Orogs. The Orogs again come and escort the fire giant who moves here, puts his sword on his back, speaks something to this other fire giant who essentially trades places with him. What you all can see from where you all are is this massive fire giant holds the rod out in front of him, puts it back, and immediately sets work digging a hole directly in the middle of this campground in front of him. This fire giant, again, holds up both of his shields, ready for something to hit him. We're gonna move to Astriel. These Orogs are basically flanking on either side. Astriel?
It's about time. Can I make it to the big ol' fire giant?
I think you'd be able to, yes.
Which one?
The one right in front of you is essentially the one. You would, yeah, either way, if you could try to go around him, there's an Orog there, or you're just gonna get the fire giant.
I really was kind of hoping to go for sword bearer, but it seems that it's not in the cards. I think then charge up this one, and as I do, I shout, Your path of destruction ends here. And I use my channel divinity to swear an oath of enmity against him, which I can show you.
Let's see it. Advantage attack rolls
It's
against people
somewhere
for
in
1
here.
minute. Okay.
Yeah, basically I have advantage on the guy.
All right.
This is a vow of enmity. I don't see where it is, but that's okay. Anyways, so then I'm gonna raise my sword and make an attack.
Is today Monday? It is. Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right. A 23 just barely hits.
How?
Sweet.
And okay. And as you hit him, he responds by smashing his shields into your face.
Lord.
Good times.
Oh my god.
For a 24 and a crit. The first one's damage.
This is not sounding good.
Is there?
Yeah,
The
it sounds like you're
second,
dead.
second one's damage.
There's what the
What?
fuck are these rolls?
It does bludgeoning, piercing, and fire damage with each of its shields and makes 2 attacks with them.
Alright, Asriel's dead.
Well.
New character.
Not dead, but just not not conscious.
If I zoom in on this thing. Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
It was 106.
All right, Astriel, you
Oh, wow.
are unconscious.
All right, bye.
Is it worth that
Thanks
9
for
damage?
coming in.
All right, Astriel.
Maybe I should have
we're
just
gonna-
not come in tonight.
So, don't say that. For there are important things. We're going to stop the combat right here and pause for next week, but the session is not over yet.
Oh.
Nani?
Not quite. All right, let's take you all.
And
over
out of
to
the
here.
ground, 3 more fire giants crawl from the earth.
The digging.
All right,
It does sound like a Dark Souls
Astriel,
boss battle.
as you get laid out, you hear a
That's the way to put
familiar
it.
deep low voice speak to you as blackness just takes over your eyes. You hear,
God.
"Whether you like it or not, your fate is tied to those of the giants. I do not call upon you, but fate itself calls upon you nonetheless." And you open your eyes, and the next thing that you see is you're in a boat. You're in a small fishing boat in the middle of the ocean, and you can see the coast. It's a few hundred yards away. You're not that far out, and you're out there fishing. You're a young human boy now, but you've always been a young human boy, at least to you. And as you're fishing, you start to see the water tremble from beneath you. And out from the depths comes this beautiful, beautiful giant woman. But she doesn't know you're there and knocks your boat over. I need you to make a dex saving throw. And by this dex saving throw, you're just going to roll a straight d20. Astriel.
Yeah.
Okay, you're caught.
Thanks.
You're caught pretty well off guard, and so you're knocked out of the boat into the water. And the giant sees this, grabs onto you, picks you up, and walks you over to the shore. and she lays you down, and you see just bits and pieces of your fishing boat start to wash ashore as it was kind of destroyed in this whole scenario. But the next thing that happens is a second female giant comes from out of the water, and they both approach you. This one taller than the first one and also more ornately dressed. And they both approach you, and they say, "We apologize. We did not mean to disrupt you. We merely are interested in your kind. Are you okay?"
Uh, um, yes.
"We know that you small folk are quite fragile. We did not mean you any harm. We were merely looking to study you all. My name is Neri," the larger and slightly older one says. And the smaller one says, "And I'm Sarissa. It's so nice to meet you." And just to show you all, this is
I
what
guess nice to meet you too.
this is what the older one looks like. And she says,
Okay.
"Well, let's help you with that." And she turns over to the wreckage of your boat, and you see magic sprout from her fingertips as the boat is reassembled in front of you. She lifts it up with relative ease as it fits in the palm of her hand, and she places it down back into the water. You imagine she must be nearly 30 feet tall. They both say, "Would you be willing to tell us a little bit about your culture and your people? We do mean you no harm. We are curious about the small folk, and our kind haven't walked with them in hundreds of years."
So point of order, is this me or am I in someone else right now?
You are in someone else.
Because I mean,
Again, you are a small human child. You've always been a small human child to you.
okay. I mean, sure, yeah. What do you want to know?
Well, all we ask is a little bit about your culture, various religions, if you have religions, and things of the sort. And she offers you some gold if you would promise to continue meeting her at the same location. They say they'll return every week for, quote, lessons is what they call them. They want lessons on the small folk, or culture, society, major cities, religions, anything like that. You being a small boy, you don't know a whole lot, but you could tell them about lore, myths, history, and things like that. And so, for the rest of this day, they say, "We've already caused you enough trouble today, but meet us back here in 1 week, and we can have our first lesson, and we promise we'll make it worth your while." And just so you can see the second one, she looks like this. And so, the next week, you go back to the same location and you meet her. And for a few weeks, you continue to go and meet these giants, these giant women. And you tell them about stories that you were told as a child growing up. You tell them about myths. You tell them about major cities and towns that you know, which to you are just small little villages. But on one particular day, you're speaking to them, and you notice a vortex forms in the clouds above the ocean at a point far away. And lightning begins to strike down from that point, and you see another giant come from out of the depths. This giant is even bigger than the other two, standing well over 30 feet tall, while he was at the point where you would fish, which is very, very deep underwater. It merely reaches up to his knees, and he comes wading through. And this giant speaks in a language that you've never heard before, but he seems angry. This is what he looks like. He puts his shoulders on both of the other giant women, and in an instant, the massive flash and thunderclaps, lightning strikes right in front of you,
Zeus?
and just like that, the clouds dissipate. And with that, the next week you go to the same location, but nobody's there. Nobody comes to meet you. The giant women are nowhere to be found. And week after week, year after year, you continue going to this location, hoping that you might come back and meet these giants, but they never return. And so, you commit the rest of your life to studying giants, studying the giant culture, and learning about these giants who you now know to be storm giants. And one day, you awaken, but this time, you're no longer a human. You're an Aasimar. You're in the midst of battle. You see fire giants all around you, and you can hear them speaking to each other, and you understand them. And so, we will leave it here as Astriel reawakens from near death.
Damn, they knocked the Aasimar off of you.
All right, everybody.
Damn.
So, we'll stop here. Next week, we'll continue the Battle for Tribor. Actually, we'll have to wait and see how it goes. I don't know exactly how
Balanced these giants are?
Oh, no. The giants are definitely being underpowered right now, in case you're wondering. The giants
I'm not surprised.
are meant to be difficult.
We're just also weak.
That's okay. And that's okay. The point is not to necessarily kill you outright, but just show you how a few hill giants and fire giants can cause a pretty big trouble for you all. But hill giants are lowest on the totem pole compared to stone, cloud, storm giants at the top. So we'll come back next week. I think I don't know. I'll send a message out to you guys about when we'll be doing it, because I'm not sure what's going to work and what's not. But yeah, we'll go from there. Hope you guys had fun. I'm going to try to figure out stuff on my end if we try streaming again, just to figure out why it was blowing my computer up. But yeah,
we're not streaming now, right?
we were, yes.
Oh,
That's okay.
Wolf.
I think we had like
We had like one little guest who was like,
one little guest.
I can't hear Eric.
It's fine.
Otherwise, everybody else is great.
if I had not literally caused my entire computer to just go ham sandwich, everything would have been fine. But
Great job. Ruin
anyway,
our stream.
if you guys want to watch tomorrow, we'll be doing our other D&D
Not tomorrow,
session.
Wednesday.
You're right. That's why I asked, is today Monday?
Today's Monday.
It is.
I am not in the right headspace. Da 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 da. That's a little song that I made. Anyway, if you guys want to watch on Wednesday, 6:30,
Okay.
that's when we'll be playing and probably streaming that too. So
We're getting ready for
yeah.
a big battle too, so it'll be super fun.
They are gonna be starting a big battle when they play. Yes, they are only level 2s too, so it'll be a fun big battle. First big battle of the campaign.
I got nothing to do in quarantine, so.
Oh wait, shit. I'm sorry. Remember everything that you guys talked about? I was just like flipping my shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
I got rommed.
You're rommed. I'm ramen noodled. That sucks.
Hey, why are you rommed?
I hung out with Buffalini on Friday, and he started showing symptoms yesterday.
Like a dozen people got rommed from that.
We hung out with him on Friday, and then he also went to a house party on Saturday with other divisions from
Nice.
ODS, essentially.
House party.
Yikes.
So
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Hashtag get fucked
So-
2020.
bunch of us
Oh,
got
Eric, before you jump off, I gotta tell you about the most metal football player I've
Oh
heard
yeah,
in
yeah,
recent
yeah.
times.
Hold on, I'm